Thank you so much. Actually, it is my honor to be invited to join the sessions, which is quite relevant topics, what is happening in Myanmar and Myanmar Spring Revolutions, and to raise, I'm here actually to raise the voice of the people of Myanmar, because imagine from the title of this panel that I think you all believe me to be a rebel. So actually civil resistance movement have been a consistent feature of Myanmar, the democratic transition and Myanmar's journey to democratization. So I myself, as you mentioned, now member of parliament, and I was elected twice in 2015 and then again in 2020 election. But after 2020 elections, while we are waiting to reconvene a new parliament, at the time we all elected member of parliaments are seized by the military junta. We are banned and stopped by the military junta 1st February 2021. So we didn't give up to represent the voice of the people since then. So civil disobedience movement has started by the people from the the different lives of the people. For example, especially young people and also women. For example, like the sector like health and education sectors and civil servants are joining the civil disobedience movement, and defeating and resisting. They will no longer to serve under the military rule. This is very significant revolution this time. And then again, actually in the early weeks after the coup, the people of our city, our villages, and also the countryside stand up with only one voice. They said no more military rules in our country, because we have been several military rules in my country since after independence. So, and call for the civil disobedience movement, reject military rule, and this rejection was and still nationwide rejections coming from all social and professional backgrounds. For example, like female textile workers, railway workers took streets to protest the attempted military coup. In this regards, I would like to mention that 66% of the civil disobedience movements are women. And then actually the rejections of coup was not just only the our generation, but also the generation uprisings from our teenager and students of our generation Z. And half of the Myanmar population is under the age of 30. So they have seen promising future of themselves during our so-called democratic transition. And they have been and still are determined not to let military take that future away from them. So this is not just only the commitment from one party and one person, and it's not just about the the one groups and one person issue. It is the generational and national issue. So that is why this time people rejected attempted military coup with non-violence protests and CDM, which lasts for a few months before military skilled at brutality by killing NM protester and by arresting and torturing thousands of them. And the first protester to be shot and killed while participating in a peaceful demonstration was 19 years old women. So since then, so followed by the many others, and we know that at the time we realized, and we know that majority of our people realized that freedom is not free. So that many indeed pay with their lives, and we face the choice to either succumb to Myanmar's ugly dictatorships or to defend ourselves, our belief in a better future, a future in which the people are sovereign. So people of my country decided to defend itself against military terror, and that was not a decision of, as I said before, one or another political leadership groups. This was collective decisions of the whole nations. So this is, it's more than 3 years now. Now our revolutionary forces are gaining on the ground. Emergence of the top bottom-up federalization process is initiated. The military is losing throughout the history. Since after independence, many of the foreign countries and observers says that Myanmar military is undefeatable. But now it's revealed, since after 27 operations by the Northern Alliance, now more than 60% of the territory are now controlled by our revolutionary forces. In this control area, now we are providing local governance, public service, that kind of the revolutionary gains are getting on the ground. So that is why I will say that Myanmar is located, strategically located in our region. And then the world is missing as what is happening in Myanmar. But I will say that in our region, Myanmar is, I think, only the hope to bring democracy back to the region, not just only in our country, but also in our region, because our people are very resilient, very committed, very determined not to give up this time again for the military rule. This is what we are fighting for. Recently, in this regard, I would like to raise the voice and the role of the unsung heroes. There are more than 20,000 political prisoners are still in the prisons. Many of the political prisoners are women and youth, and many of them are their families. Even my families are also now run away. All of my family properties has been occupied by the military junta. So not just only me, but also all of these who are now participating CDM movement against military rule are suffering like me, even more than suffer than me. But the only thing I would like to share with you is that resilience. Resilience is the symbol of our revolutions. And I do believe that this year we will bring freedom back to our country, and I think at least we will give the authoritarian the lesson again.
To do.